Peggy 18.
When was the moment that each of you realized that you were onto something special? I mean, I know you had this big task of trying to recreate and bring Doom back to the market in a big way. When did you know that you finally were onto something?
There's nobody else down there. No, I'm kidding. For me, it was in pretty early in 2013, our animation team put together an animatic of this concept that we've really built on called push forward combat, and it reinforced all the kind of core tenets of Doom, the speed and the guns and the enemies. The first time that we actually got that into the game, which was very quickly, we were like, oh my gosh, this is really, really fun. We can make an entire game around it. And we always talk about finding the fun early. That moment where we were like, this is amazingly fun to play, even in a very simple space. I knew we were onto something with that.
That and the drops when the enemies die, you know, they spill out loot for the player, weapons and ammo and health, and that really promotes the concept of push forward combat, because you have to go in and get that stuff, which felt really good. And for me personally, I think I'd say probably the movement map. We made like a little map.
That's great.
And from designer Greg Barr put together a map, and the guys have been testing in it, and it was sort of like our first kind of arena space, and we all play it obsessively.
Still. It's crazy.
And I think we early on when we had that working, we pushed the player speed way up. Decided there's no cover. Decided you can carry all your weapons. You know, and at that point it was fast and fluid and fun, and it was awesome.
It was on.
My experience was back in last October or September or something, and we started putting in the difficulty levels, and we put in our nightmare difficulty. And so going through the Foundry map that everybody saw on Sunday, the thought that came to my mind was what Marty says all the time about push forward combat. So I went in and I'm like, I'm just going to start wrecking. I'm just going to start getting in here with a shotgun and blasting dudes and glory killing guys. And man, that moment, I was just like, holy crap, this is really cool.
The cool thing that he said, which we all experience and we talk about, is like, the harder it gets, the more you have to move, the faster you have to play. If you stop and you try to hide or do anything, you just get wrecked.